97 seconds of smooth jazz. And Joe
Are we going
Skelly.
back to that? Smooth jazz and Joe.
Smooth jazz and Joe
Fucking
Skelly.
put that shit on me. Bays Boys
There it
Podcast.
is.
How about that?
Bays Boys Podcast, bringing you all the waves.
All of them.
What do you got, Joe Skelly?
Always putting shit on me to talk about stuff. You know, why don't you
I'm
tell
just
me?
the judge. I'm the curator.
Why don't you tell me?
I told
a
you
story?
last episode, paper is worse than plastic. You didn't believe me. That was the truth.
Okay, that's not. Here we go.
You see.
All right.
See how I've reversed it? The turntables have turned.
Where were some of your favorite candy that you ate as a kid?
Oh, Sour Patch. Still the same.
You never had like lemon heads?
No.
You never ate lemon heads?
No.
Do you remember?
Lemon Heads was like almost like a trash candy by the time I got around to it.
Oh my.
They were done with that. Their popularity had seeped. There were 10,000 other sour candies out.
All right. Do you remember what the lemon heads cousin was?
What?
It was red.
Fireball?
Nope.
What was it?
Yeah. They looked like lemon heads and they came in the box and the box was red and they were red.
Cherry Head?
They were called Cherry Clan.
Oh, I don't remember
Racist
that.
as shit, right?
Really?
Google food the picture of the box. Yeah.
All right.
Talk about racist shit that had fallen through the cracks. And candy. It was supposed to be, I think, a takeoff of that Charlie Chan, the black and white Chinese detective.
What was he called? Cherry Chan?
It's called Cherry Chan or Cherry Clan.
Cherry Clan candy.
Look at the box.
Oh, yeah. I remember this.
Why has it got to look like some caricature of a Chinese guy?
Cherry Head. Yeah, they changed it later to Cherry Head.
They had to.
Oh, so that's what the original box looks like?
Yes. That shit was racist as fuck.
Oh, man, I don't know.
Dude,
one thing is, one thing isn't.
They were really good.
I don't even know what's racist anymore. I'm almost...
Does
racism even exist?
Yeah, oh, God, here we go.
Yeah, you could
no,
everybody's
that shit was
racist.
fucked up, and nobody thought anything of it because, like I said, I think it was a takeoff of that old Charlie Chan, the detective from like the 50s.
Are they saying that Asian heads are small? Or that they're cherry shaped? Or
I don't know.
What the fuck?
I'm telling you, I think it was a spin-off of the character.
The evil eyes and the whole thing going on here.
With the rice patty hat on.
Right.
And the Fu Manchu mustache.
I want one of those Raiden hats.
I got one.
I know. Did you get it at the Kung Fu fireworks place
No,
you were
I
at
didn't
recently?
get it at the fireworks and Kung Fu supplies place.
Son
I
of
got
a
it
bitch.
at the Chinese grocery store.
Oh.
For like $4.
I need to get into shape so I can wear a Raiden costume.
There you go.
Could be the fat Raiden.
I'm
the chunky Raiden. I'm Raiden's fat cousin.
You could be like, I'm the out of work Raiden.
Yeah, I'm out of work Raiden. Lost my powers.
Right.
Lost my status.
Get your lazy boy out on the
Stop
front
doing
lawn.
martial arts.
Sit in the front lawn dressed like Raiden.
Dude.
In a lazy boy.
That's gangster.
Drinking beer.
That's gangster.
And have a sign like...
I like this.
Need money to get my powers back.
Write this. I'm gonna write this down. We're just gonna make an entire Instagram account of normal Raiden, or what did we call him?
Out of work Raiden.
Yeah, out of work
Raiden.
Work Raiden.
You know what's gonna be funny is that a week from now you're gonna look at that note and be like, "What the fuck
is an out of work Raiden, man?" We gotta stop drinking. We were supposed to make a no drinking clause, but here's the problem: nobody wants that. So,
yeah, right. Nobody wants that.
What do you do?
I can't even talk. Right.
Right.
It started early today.
Exactly.
You know what You know what rule we haven't broken?
Which one?
No deadly animals in the studio.
We haven't broken that. Yeah, that's true.
Nobody's brought in a fer-de-lance.
Right. Nobody's brought in
pit
a pit
viper. Nobody's brought in.
And I don't want that.
Scorpions.
I don't want that, by the way.
No fucking Komodo
Just so
dragons.
we're very clear.
No.
I'm not saying that we want to break that rule.
But if our studio were in Florida, these are things we'd have to be concerned with.
Oh yeah, boas and
toilet boas.
We watched,
and that's not what you leave in the toilet. That's what comes out of the toilet. The old toilet boa.
Did I tell you that I made them watch Snakes on a Plane the other day? Oh my. Oh Oh, what a horrible, horrible movie.
You got to watch the Chupacabra on the cruise ship.
Is that an actual movie?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
there a
that's-
real movie star? 'Cause
that's-
Samuel L. Jackson was in this. So as horrible as the movie was, listening to him say over and over, "I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes," was okay. You know,
So
but
I have a question. Where was the flight going? How long was the flight?
it was like a 4.5 hour.
So it wasn't like to
Hawaii
Miami.
to Hawaii to LA.
That's 5 hours.
5 hours. There you go. 4.5.
And here's the
hours.
thing. There's no snakes in Hawaii.
Right. Well, they load the snakes onto the plane. Then they have the Have you seen the movie?
No.
Oh, I thought you'd seen it. That's why we were joking about it.
No, I just think it's ridiculous.
Oh, so
Like-
you've never seen the movie?
No, my question was like, how long's the
Oh,
flight? Like,
fuck,
am I
dude.
flying
I
to
would've-
Vegas?
I would've,
Am I
like-
flying to Florida?
Well, Vegas to here is the same as here, LA to Honolulu. It's 4 hours.
No,
Four
it's
and a half
not.
hours.
From here to Vegas?
is 4 hours. Yeah, it is.
On a plane?
Yeah.
So why are
What'd you
tickets like
think it was?
$70?
What'd you think it was? Longer?
No, I thought it was like an hour and a half.
No,
maybe.
it's 4 hours. Because from here to LA is 5, and you always hit Vegas with 1 hour left to go.
Oh, well, I'm
Right.
okay. I've never done that before.
Yeah.
Well,
that's-
maybe I haven't. I just don't remember.
Right. It's a stupid trip. You want to go to? We should go back to LA to visit, but I don't want to go
No, I have no reason to go to LA.
because that's like
I've
it's
been
like
to L-
it's like
I've-
fucking New York, bro. I could take my gun, but then like you get busted down there, you're not coming out.
No, listen.
And let me tell
I've
you about
been,
places I don't want to be.
I've been through.
California correctional system.
I've been through. Yeah,
I'm
I've been
good on
through
that.
LA once or twice. Actually, more than that, and that was enough. LAX is a nightmare.
yeah, LAX. Yep.
I stayed at the La Quinta Inn right outside of LAX.
It's probably gone, but yeah.
Yeah,
I
at
feel
one
you.
point in time because layovers were fucked up and whatnot.
Right.
That was terrible.
Yeah. So it's a flight from Honolulu to that. LA.
Honolulu, LA,
Yeah.
and it's full of fucking what kind of snakes?
Every kind of poisonous snake. They're
Why?
from-
Where
got
were they
king
coming
cobras.
from? Where were they coming
So
from?
what happens is the bad guy gets a snake handler to load these snakes on a plane. Then he's got a spring loaded time door that basically opens itself that allows the snakes out. And the way they get the snakes ravaging real crazy is they spray the lathes that they're passing out with the pheromone, and that's what's supposed to trigger them, activate them.
So here's my issue.
Mhm,
Number
mhm.
one,
And then, of course, in the airplane, you got the circulating air, so it gets worse.
Seriously?
that's-
Oh my,
That's their science.
my man almost knocked his chiclets out.
Right.
So here's like that's a way overthought plan to do some fucked up
Well,
shit.
It's not a way overthought title. Snakes on a plane.
Well, no, right, but like,
Right.
so how'd they get the snakes on around the baggage handlers? Like the guys that
They were officially supposed to be on there. They're like they have a whole crate that's flying in this thing that looks like
they
something.
had like 8 different species of poisonous snake in one box.
Right. It's a shit ton of snakes in one big giant secret box that's supposed to be a bunch of other shit. Right.
This is very, very thin.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it is.
and what was
It's Hollywood. You know how they do.
right? And what was Samuel Jackson's experience with snakes before that? He was like,
So-
I'm tired
so-
of these snakes.
So he had none. It was just him as a marshal transporting a witness. That's all it is. So they're just trying to napalm this plane with snakes. It works, in a sense.
Okay, was he shooting the snakes? How are
In
they
the movie?
Yeah, how are they beating the snakes on this plane?
Oh, luggage.
Like they can't crawl over the luggage, or are they trapping
Oh,
it
they
in the
were.
luggage?
Yeah, they were trying to build a wall with luggage. It's horrible, bro. The whole movie's just bad.
What do you think the budget for snakes on a plane was?
I don't know. It's 20 million. It's like got so much CGI. It has to be something
It's gonna be
in the
exorbitant.
millions, right?
It's got to be fucking exorbitant.
The movie is just so that. I mean, can you like? It's. I don't know. What?
How about snakes on a tugboat?
Well, didn't they make a bunch of them later?
there was snakes everywhere. at
Snakes
one
on a
point.
boat. Snakes on my butt.
What?
Wait, what?
Hot snakes on
No.
your butt? That's something
Hot
totally
snakes on my
different, bro.
butt.
That's something. Hot snakes
So
is
let's
totally
see.
something different.
Oh, it doesn't say the. Oh, here it is. Budget 36 mil.
Get the fuck out
I
of
was
here.
right. I said 20 mil. I underbid it.
Yeah.
Guess what? Guess what they made on it?
Huh.
They say 62.
No way. Well, it's because of Sam Jackson.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
It has to be Sam Jackson.
He's the only person in the whole fucking movie. Oh, Kenan Thompson's in it. That kid from Kenan and Kel from Nickelodeon back in the day. He's actually he's supposed to be the comic relief, but he's got the most serious character in the whole movie.
And so there's no comic relief whatsoever.
I mean, there is at the end with it, but it's what you'd fucking expect, right? What was that movie that Arquette did with the spiders? It was called Spiders on the Desert, like super big spiders. Okay.
I don't remember that movie.
Yeah, I don't either. I didn't watch it. Eight-Legged Freaks. That's what it was called.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, imagine
Arachnophobia.
Right. Stupid fucking movies like that.
Yeah. Arachnophobia, boy, those spiders seem to populate like 1,000 times faster than you would
regular
expect.
Spiders.
Yeah.
Within 6 months, there were 8 billion.
There was less
And
than
they-
it was,
and they-
dude. It was like 2 weeks.
And they were all like super giant spiders. They weren't even regular little spiders. They were huge. That's what
Yeah.
she said.
No, hey.
Imagine you're Samuel L. Jackson.
And they pitch you this movie.
Right. That's exactly where this is my thought all the time. Especially
Sam Jackson
with
was like,
shittier
"How much
ones.
money are you going to fucking pay me?"
Right.
Because at that point in time, he must not have been too worried about his
Oh, he doesn't care.
his career.
He's so famous.
Right.
He's done cult classics. He can do whatever he wants, and nobody's gonna give a fuck.
Wasn't he the guy that was a crackhead that became an actor?
Was he?
I think he was.
I've never read his previous
I think he was like a
life
crackhead.
story. I only
and then
know
he,
of
and then
the
he got,
actor Samuel L. Jackson.
and somebody was like on the street saw him. They're like, "You'd be
No
perfect
shit.
for this role."
That's how Tom Hardy is.
Oh yeah.
Supposedly he sucked dick for crack.
Oh,
Tom
maybe.
Hardy, like the Bane guy.
Maybe.
He's a savage motherfucker. I mean, if you're willing to suck dick for crack, I could see that getting in shape for a role is probably not that big of an issue. You know?
Wow,
You like wake up, you're like, sucking dick, lifting weights, eating vegetables. I'll take my veggies and weights.
right.
Right. And he's come out and talked about it before. He's like, yeah, I don't care about this lifestyle. I'd rather just eat ice cream with my dog on the couch.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he would rather be back on the streets smoking crack.
No.
I don't care about this lifestyle and all
Yeah.
these millions.
I don't care about these millions and all these women that want to sit on my dick.
I'd
I'm
just
just
rather
looking
be
for
on the
crack.
street smoking crack and doing things in back alleys for crack money.
Right.
Yeah, that's wild.
But yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. So they pitched the movie. Hey, do you want to be in a movie?
Sure. What movie?
It's called Snakes on a Plane.
How much you gonna pay me?
Well, lots of money, but there'll be snakes on a plane, and that'll be the cool thing. So mostly cool factor. You know what I mean? Like, how do you pitch this movie? There's nobody else in it.
How do you make it sound good?
Do you think Samuel L. Jackson just takes the movie so he can be the king bee? He's like, yeah, man, I'm the scene in this movie. Movie's not even about my character, but I'm the best, so I'm here. Do you think that's how that works?
I'm just saying my man was looking for a paycheck. I don't think
Right.
he really cared.
I don't think so either.
It's like you seen
You're
the,
gonna fight. Well, I mean, dude, he's done
look.
everything.
Have you seen the movies Bruce Willis is doing now?
No, are they badder?
Bro,
They're
they're all
badder
like
than bad.
they're like all B movies now. You know?
Yeah, because again, they have what do you do?
What's your life
Are you
expectancy in
trying to do
Hollywood?
anything? Like, are you trying to make better movies than the ones you've made?
No, but there's a new Bruce Willis movie that comes out like every 6 weeks.
So he's in that Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal stage of his life.
yeah, where he's just banging out movies. But
Right.
I think part of it is he had some serious problems post-COVID or post-COVID vaccination.
Who was that?
He had a stroke or something.
Who?
Uh,
Steven?
no, Bruce Willis.
Oh,
I think something bad happened.
I heard nobody likes to work with him anyways.
What?
Yeah, he's supposedly one of the big dickheads in the industry. Hard to work with.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So if you watch the patterns of the Expendables, how he's in that movie as Church, he's supposed to be in that movie again, but got replaced with Harrison Ford because he was like, I want to make more. And they were like, dog, you show up for 10 minutes and you talk and then you leave. Like, how much more do you want?
Right, and they're like,
you're
"No."
doing an appearance on your clout. Literally, this is, what do you want? And he got fucking shit canned.
What was that movie he did with the football players with like Damon Wayans, and the guy was running down
Bruce
field,
Willis?
and he is running down the football field, and he pulls like a Desert Eagle 50 caliber out of his jersey and starts shooting at another football player.
This is Bruce Willis?
I think it was Bruce Willis, and it was an old was like
Yeah, that's way before me. I never heard of that one.
Hawkins something. Well.
I would definitely like to see that, though.
Yeah.
If that's a fucking thing.
Best Bruce Willis movie you ever saw?
Is it?
No, which one?
Oh. For Bruce? I don't know. Die Hard's. It's Die Hard.
No Tears for the Sun?
Dude, Tears from the Sun was gangster, but a lot of it doesn't make sense in I don't know, something about that movie doesn't vibe right.
All right.
You know, it's like confusing. Tears of the Sun is a great movie. Yeah, that's a whole different monster though. You're scratching a bone that we're not supposed to be talking about. This is supposed to be comedy. That movie was not comedy.
That movie was not comedy.
So
it was a good movie.
We're going into it now.
No, it was. I'm just saying.
So that
favorite Bruce Willis movie.
You know, me being a cheerleader for those sports teams.
All right.
I heard it wasn't even that sports team that was on the ground for that.
Oh.
I heard it was the Marine Corps that was on the ground for that, and it wasn't even the Navy. And after I heard that, I was kind of like, "Oh, you guys, you fucked this up."
What's the Fifth Element?
Yeah, what's with the fucking Navy and taking all the credit for everybody else's work? Dude. They're crazy with that.
And they all like to get out and write books too. Look, for a secret society, you motherfuckers write more books.
Listen, right? Don't even get me started.
How do you know somebody was a Navy SEAL? They wrote a book.
They wrote a book.
They wrote a
and
fucking
they've got
book.
a movie about them.
Right.
Yeah, Multipass. Such a good movie. My entire existence between myself and the female is based off of women like Mia Jovovich. Is that how you say her name? She's so beautiful.
I don't even think I've seen Multipass.
Yes, it's a joke. That's what people joke about as being the Fifth Element. Remember, she's Lulu Multipass. Lulu Multipass. Yeah, just joke is she's amazing.
Oh, that movie was good.
Yeah, that movie's
name
goofy.
a bad Bruce Willis movie.
Dude, we got to get the list out. There's so many. I'm just gonna get the list out.
Get the list out because I'm sure I can poke holes.
Let's not pretend that we're the smartest motherfuckers in the room.
But you know, it's like the argument that Tommy Skelly and Mom had. When it was like he's like fucking guy did Dances with Wolves, right? Kevin Costner. She's like, name a Kevin Costner movie you didn't like.
Oh, there's,
and it's really kind of hard.
Yeah. So The Sixth Sense was one of his movies.
Good movie.
Unbreakable was good.
Good movie.
Armageddon. We were just talking about that last episode.
Yep.
Which was obviously super fake since the Russians took them 20 years to
dig 7.5 miles into the earth.
Right. Red. That's that older man's movie that they're doing now. Yeah. Pulp Fiction, the obvious. He doesn't do a lot of bad movies, does he? Die Hards, all the Die Hards. I love all the Die Hards. Is there anything? He's in Split. I didn't know he was in Split. I've not watched that movie yet. I didn't know he was in Death Becomes Her, 1992. You remember that?
No, I don't.
That's here, look at the cover of that. You remember that? It's that one right there. Oh, fuck me. I touched it. It's the movie about the two older women who end up discovering the truth to life fucking serum, and they like take it, but then they're shooting each other, and it's like not killing them, and it's this whole comedy movie. I do not remember. It's a comedy movie. I do not remember. They keep
murdering each other. It's really funny.
Yeah, that's what that's about. The Jackal, that was a good one. 12 Monkeys. We interrupt your holiday season program to bring an announcement from the Bays Boys podcast.
Fresh off the presses, Bays Boys podcast.
Tell them, Joe Skelly.
We're doing a holiday contest.
That's right.
If you, the listener, submit a story to the podcast, it could be a funny story, crazy story, whatever you want it to be, and we read it live on the air December 20th, you will win at least a gift card from the podcast.
At least.
At least. What else?
At the very least.
What else might they win?
Happy holidays.
And what else?
Gloating rights.
And what else?
I don't know, actually.
A custom. One of a kind.
Bays Boys podcast.
Trophy. That's great, folks.
You heard it here.
You heard it here first.
All you have to do is write into the show and get paid.
That's right.
If you're the best.
If you're the best. Well, even if you're not the best, let's say you're second, third, fourth, or fifth best.
You might win.
You'll still win a gift card from the Bays Boys podcast.
Maybe. If you're not first, you might be last.
You might be last.
We're not sure. Happy holidays to all of our listeners.
And where are you going to do that at? Where are you going to submit to? The story.
Where?
I'm asking.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
I was
You gotta
giving
go
them
to-
holiday cheer.
You got to go to Bays
Going
Basement.
back, baysbasement.com.
Baysbasement.com.
Submit your story.
Find the place there that says write the show, and you can email us. You can email the show. But here's the key to this. Here's the key to this. You have to leave your personal address or a PO box where we can send
If you want your prizes.
If you want your prizes.
If you don't want your prizes, you don't have to leave anything.
Right. But
But
if
me
you want
and
a
Joe
prize,
Skelly will just go out.
right.
On you.
On you.
On you. If you want to do that, you could leave that too. Leave
Right.
that in the note.
But if you win, you got to send us your address or an address we can mail to so we can send you your prize.
All right.
Holiday prize it is. By the way, this contest will be biannual, right? We're going to do one in the 12th month of the year and one in the 6th month of the year. This is for the 12th month of the year.
Remember what day it is.
I can't remember that either.
Yeah.
So that's the plan, folks. Submit and win.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Looper.
12 Monkeys is a great movie.
12 Monkeys is fucked up.
The TV
That's got Brad
series,
Pitt in it,
yeah,
too.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Old boy doing his crazy shit.
The TV series wasn't that bad.
I'm not going to lie. I don't 100% understand 12 Monkeys. I mean, I kind of do. But it's
a lot. It's
I
a lot
remember
of thinking.
the first 10 times I saw it, I was like, I don't understand what just happened.
It's
We
a
gotta do it all.
lot of thinking.
It is. A lot of
It's a
time
lot of
travel, a lot of busting up. But I mean, come on, dude. The classics. Die Hard.
All right. Moving along.
What are you
I'm
thinking?
done with Bruce.
What are you thinking?
I can't think of any movies I didn't really like that he was in.
Yeah. What do you think your favorite one is?
Oh, that's hard. I mean, I'm gonna Tears for the Sun, man. That was probably
Tears?
Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite. I like Fifth Element. I mean the Die Hards, of course, but he's got so many weird in betweens, and like he just did a whole bunch of 8 low budget movies in the past 2 years or 3 years.
Right.
And one of them was filmed right here.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, what was the movie about?
he was a dirty cop.
Oh, of course. He's always a dirty cop. Remember the one he did 16 Blocks? That was a great one. You didn't watch 16 Blocks yet?
Mike, do you have more new movie knowledge than any other human I know?
I know, man.
For somebody that doesn't have a TV set, I don't fucking understand this.
Yeah, but if you really look at my movie knowledge, it dies out at a certain year because I stopped pirating movies and stopped watching TV. Like, I made it a thing to stop watching TV. So it just stops.
Okay.
Like, there's one year where you're just like, oh, and then I've never seen anything past that.
Since that. Unless I recommend you watch it.
Yeah, those are the old
And then you don't
ones.
even watch it then.
Right. I watch a trailer maybe. And those are the old ones, bro. 16 Blocks is Mos Def, him and that other fucking super famous actor. I can't remember.
Do you
his
think
name
that's
right
why
now.
What's Her Face divorced him?
Bruce?
Yeah.
Because he kept working with Mos Def?
No, because
She's like, fuck you, man. You're not working with no rappers.
no, because he's a dick.
Oh, probably. Come on, man. I mean,
Look, she's a little high and mighty on herself too.
who's his wife?
G.I. Jane.
No way. Demi Moore?
Yeah, him and Demi Moore were married
They've
forever.
been separated for like forever, haven't they?
Yeah.
That's old.
Yeah, and then
news.
she went with the guy who did Punked.
Oh, Ashton.
Yeah.
Good
They were
for
together for a little
Good for
bit.
Ashton.
Yeah, because but hey, she could be 30 years older than me and look like Demi Moore, and I'd still hook up with that. I'm
Right.
just saying.
Yeah. All day, every day. Mos Def, Richard, David Morse. You know David Morse, right? Second guy right there. He's in a billion movies.
Yeah.
He always plays a military guy or a military. He was the military commander in The Rock. Remember?
Yes.
He was second in command.
Yeah.
He was standing there the whole time wondering. He's like, oh, things are going wrong. We're going to die. That's his role all the time.
Yeah, it is. He got typecasted.
Yeah, I like that guy, though. He does good work.
You ever thought about going to the Olympics?
No.
You never wanted to be in the Olympics?
Not once.
Not even as a kid?
Dude, I didn't even understand the Olympics till I was like 16.
What?
Yeah.
I don't explain that to me.
I just have zero fucking interest in sports.
What if you could be the top athlete in a specific sport and go to the world and prove to the world you're the best in the whole world?
Like, would I just, but without the work, and it just makes the dream come true. It's no good, and I don't want the work, so it's no good.
All right.
It's no good.
What if you were involved in a sport since you were 4 years old,
like
and you're
karate?
watching? Okay, all right.
Karate.
Why
I tried to get to the
Judo.
blood sport.
Judo.
Judo. Yeah, those guys are crazy.
Yeah, go to the Olympics and doing judo.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That'd be cool.
That'd be.
I never thought about it.
Representing the country,
Right.
doing judo against other judo people from around the world.
Right.
How sweet would that be?
What are you thinking about? Why are you thinking about the Olympics? Are you
Because
thinking
for a
about that
long
girl
time,
that got busted up in the Russia?
no, for a long time I've been thinking about how do I get to the Olympics
Like today, currently?
today?
Well, you know how now, right?
How?
Shuffleboard.
No,
No?
you're close.
Close?
You're very close.
What is it?
Curling.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I don't know the real name. Curling. Yeah.
Curling on the ice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Look,
That's the only way.
all you got to do is be able to push a stone,
Right.
push a broom, right?
Right.
Talk shit, drink beer, and smoke cigarettes.
We can do all that.
We got to get.
In fact, I would say that a majority of my life, minus the smoking cigarettes, is that right there. Pushing a broom, talking shit, drinking.
Yep. All we need is like five other people.
Right.
4 other people. I think you need.
And
6
we've
people
got
for
an
a team.
away team.
And we have an away team, right?
Right.
Look, we got to get a sponsor. So we got to get somebody to sponsor us. Who could we get to sponsor us to go to the Olympics? I mean,
Bianca
it's thinking
Butters.
about it because this is a winter sport, right? And I don't know if the Winter Olympics are this year or next year. I think maybe they're this year. I don't. And who would sponsor us?
I don't know. Did you know that the guy who invented the Olympic flag invented it so that way every color in the flag is part of the flag for all the nations that were in the first game, including the white background?
What?
Yeah.
Where did you drag that from?
Actually, I've had it sitting here in the book for you for a week and a half, but I was like, this is a stupid fucking fact. We never
But
talk
now
about
it's-
the Olympics.
But now
it's relevant.
It's fucking totally relevant.
Right. So the whole flag, all the colors, is all one color at least from every flag of the nations that participated or in the original flag. And you have to count the white color in the background.
Interesting.
Right. And then on top of that, all the little rings are all supposed to represent all 5 continents.
Oh.
Right. Being united. Fine. Are there 6 rings? What the fuck ever, dude. Are there 7 rings?
Because nobody gives a
Listen, you
shit about
Audi-looking
Antarctica.
motherfucker.
They're not including Antarctica because nobody represents Antarctica because the Hollow
Right,
Earth
and that's what
people,
I-
the
that's-
aliens that live in Antarctica aren't competing in the
That's what I
Olympics.
think it is probably the participating continents, which would make sense.
All right.
It's pretty interesting.
So
though,
maybe
right?
somebody should go down to Antarctica as a representative and talk to the aliens that live there underneath the ice and be like, hey, do you guys want to be in
Right.
our Olympics?
And here we go, checking off the Snapple fact of the Olympics. So hold on, before you said something earlier about thinking about being in the Olympics, whatever, this, and that, and the other. I didn't know until I was 17-ish, 16-ish, that Olympians don't get paid.
What?
Yeah, Olympians don't get paid.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
So I thought when they were showing like 16-year-old
well, that's why
gymnast
everybody
girls, I
got
was
pissed
like, oh, that
when they
bitch has got
allowed
a
the
job
professional
already.
basketball players
Right.
to go to the Olympics because you weren't supposed to be allowed to send any professional sports person to be in the Olympics. It was supposed to be all amateurs.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, but those aren't amateurs. Michael Phelps eats like 17,000 calories a day and swims like 10 hours a day. That's not an amateur, my guy.
Yeah, but he's
they
not a paid professional
So
swimmer.
that's what they're talking about. But see that, and it's stupid because
so
obvious is obvious. They get paid by getting sponsorships, right? Like that's how you're living, is showing up, doing the sponsorship. You know, they're sending you free Nikes for the next 5 years.
But it wasn't like you were supposed to take your best athletes from a sports team,
right.
a professional sports team, and send them to the Olympics.
I just thought it was wild in general.
Oh, that they don't get paid?
I was like, what the fuck, dude? The only people going to the Olympics are going to be rich people. Because who has time to sit around and
their
fucking
governments sponsor them and pay for all their bills.
Man, I don't give a fuck.
And all that.
Who has time to discover that hidden talent in a child? You know, when Bobby's been doing gymnastics since he was 4, got drafted into the Olympics at 7, and they've been sponsoring him since he was 10. Who the fuck has time for that?
China,
Right.
Russia,
Right.
they do that shit.
Right.
It's like when I told you that story about that dude, Serbian Dan, they used to tell people he could do double backflips off the bar.
Right.
And that girl was like, what's his story? Can he do double backflips? And that's when Tommy Skelly told the bartender, like, oh, you don't know about this guy? I never told you that story?
I don't know. Maybe.
So Serbian Dan used to go to the bar and I do double backflip off this bar, right? Oh, every time he's talking all this double backflip shit. And then he ends up sitting down at the end of the bar by himself, drunk, just staring at his cup, his giant mug of beer. And the bartender comes over and she's like, what's his story? Oh, he's talking about doing double backflips. And so Tommy Skelly's like, oh, you don't know? Like when he was young, he lived behind the Iron Curtain during the Cold War. They discovered that he was good at gymnastics and the Russians took him away from his family. And he would do gymnastics all year round. And once a year, he was able to come home since the time he was a little boy and visit his family. And when finally he became a teenager and he was getting ready to go to the Olympics for Russia, his family couldn't stand to not be with him anymore. He couldn't stand to have him live underneath the Iron Curtain, so they smuggled him out of the country in the bottom of a fishing trawler.
Jesus.
And she's like, oh my God.
Did she fall in love?
Hold on. Serbian Dan had not heard any of this story. He's just sitting by himself at the end of the bar, right? She walks down to the end of the bar. She looks at him, and all she says, is it true? Serbian Dan picks his head up from his beer, looks her right in the face, and goes, if I was not so drunk, I would cry. Right. Next thing I know, the bartender's handing him a phone number, right?
Oh, my goodness.
Dude, it was the greatest tale. Like, I can't do it justice. Tommy Skelly has to be here to do it justice, but
Right.
It was the greatest story I'd ever... On-the-spot bullshit story.
Right.
Smuggled him out of the country.
Got that old boy a date right there.
Yeah, got him to escape from the Iron Curtain and the cold iron fist of Russia. He comes to this country, and all he talks about doing is double backflips when he gets drunk.
God. So, shout out Serbian Dan out
Serbia,
there.
hold on. Serbian Dan, you would go out with Serbian Dan, and we just drink because he's a beast when he goes out to the bar, right?
Right.
But you knew Serbian Dan was fucking lying. The moment he would look you in the face and go, one time in Serbia, you will never believe. Everything that followed that statement was an absolute fucking lie. Right. And then he would do weird things. He'd be like, one time I drive car as big as 3 hookers. Like he did measurement in hookers.
Right. Right.
I don't know what the hookers...
25 hookers.
I don't know.
What kind of hookers you got over there?
One time in Serbia, I was driving up mountain with car with 3-cylinder engine. Engine dies. Friend shows up a new engine. I change out with one hand. Like, we're like, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Yeah, every statement Serbian Dan made after one time in Serbia, you'll never believe. It's a fucking lie. Or if he gave you a measurement in hookers, you knew it was fucking a lie.
He knew. He was running a racket.
I drank a bottle of vodka one time as big as 2 hookers. It's like, the fuck does that even mean? I don't think that translates into English correctly the way you think it does.
The metric system.
Is there a metric measurement
For hookers?
For
I think so. In the right circles.
Okay.
Just so we know. In the right circles.
So that's my Olympic story, since we're on this subject of the Olympics.
Right.
But I think we should put together a curling team.
Oh boy.
If you're a listener and you're interested in joining the Bays Boys Olympic curling team.
Or Amber Gee's team.
Because we're still looking for a captain for that shit.
We're not doing so good for that one.
That one's falling by the wayside, but it's because we stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
Who wants to help us look for a whale vomit and make a fuck ton of money?
Right. So, I had a whole thought about the Olympics and now I forgot it.
Go back into it. You didn't know they were paid.
what do you think about what's happening right now with the Olympics?
Whoa, what are they doing?
You hear about that female Olympian who's in Russia and she's going to a work camp because she got busted with CBD oil?
Was it CBD or was it
That's
pot?
See, I don't know.
Initially, the story came out. She had a buttload of pot, flew into Russia with a whole kinds of pot.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Exactly.
What, you live under a fucking rock? You don't know that you're not supposed to have that in Russia?
No, yeah, right. Well, she was going to play there professionally or something. And
so she went to move there.
She went there to be on a sports team or play in a tournament or do something, and she brought pot with her
Oh,
and got busted with it.
I like my girl's plans. Like, that was a good idea until they said bring it to Russia. If it would have been like, bring it to Malibu, you'd be okay.
You'd be better off.
Bring it to, Maui, maybe, or something. But bring it to Russia is never good.
It's never
good.
good thing.
If you're fucking packing and you look down and you're like, hey, do you think they'll have this in Russia? Should I bring mine? It's probably not good.
I don't think it was CBD. Or who knows? Maybe she brought a THC vape. I don't know. I heard it was pot. Period.
Well, I heard she's stuck there now.
Oh no, yeah. They're
She's
sending her
just
ass to a labor camp.
Dude.
She's going to a labor camp. But why do you think they're doing that?
Because we stopped selling them Adidas. They're so mad that they can't get their tracksuits. What did America think was going to happen?
Oh, yeah. Stop selling tracksuits because of the Ukraine.
Stop selling Coke.
Right.
It's turned off Netflix.
Got rid of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And McDonald's.
And McDonald's.
What a fucking joke, bro.
And remember, Russia was like, oh, now we're going to make this Kremlin fried chicken.
Right.
Right. We're keeping all your shit. We're just going to put Vladimir Putin on the box.
If they wanted to punish us by getting rid of McDonald's in America, that'd be a plus. Hey, we're good. Take it.
Take it.
Here's
Take it.
Burger King. Here's Carl's
Wendy's.
Jr. Here's Wendy's. You can have them all.
Oh, here's one for you.
Shut them all down.
Do you remember Zips?
Zip guns?
No, Zips, like the fast food joint.
No. What's that?
So Zips and Rallies.
Okay, I know Rallies.
Were like brother companies that came out together.
Oh, okay.
We didn't have Rallies here. We had Zips.
Okay.
And then for whatever reason, Zips fell under because they both had like the Arby's red curly fries, the spicy curly fries.
Right.
Zips was the bangarang, and then it went away, and now we're stuck with Rallies.
Interesting. Is it ZIPPS?
I think, or it's one.
Oh no, Zips driving one.
Yeah, one.
Or 1P.
1P. It's not like the shoe. Not like Zips the shoe that I thought made me run faster when I was a kid. By the way, if you ever wore Zips as a kid, please email me because I want to know that I'm not the only person that wore Zips and thought I could run faster.
Oh my goodness, here we are with that again. No, I've never seen this in my life.
Wow.
This is wild. This is a whole place I've never seen. Look at that logo. You ever seen that before?
It was here for a hot minute, but it's like, I think it's a
shit.
West Coast thing. That's why I'm kind of surprised.
Not to me, man. I never. Maybe it's...
Because you were too busy at In-N-Out or whatever that is.
In-N-Out.
It's not Canadian. I don't think.
In-N-Out.
It's not a Carl's. Carl's, whatever. I think that's Canadian.
I don't know.
What's that coffee Canadian everybody talks about from Canada?
Tim
Hortons. Yeah. Never mind. Carl's, Tim Hortons. They're not the same goddamn thing. Yeah. So going back, old girl's going to a work camp.
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah. Putin doesn't want to have any trades, spy for spy kind of thing. He doesn't want to do any of that. He's sticking.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Oh, we're going to trade a spy for this sports player.
Would you be willing to give up a spy for a sports player?
Are we sticking to the comedy show, or how's this working? Because if we're talking about real life shit, no. That fucking spy is a force multiplier. This bitch throwing a ball is...
I'm sorry. I mean, that's comedy in itself, right?
Yeah. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about here? Secret agent worth, $10 million? Sports player who throws ball into hoop.
Yeah. Well, it's a tragedy, right? And they always tell you if you travel outside of the United States, don't expect... Sometimes we can come rescue you, and sometimes we can't.
Rule number 768, do not travel outside the U.S. unless it's required.
Oh, okay.
And it was not required.
It was required for work for her, apparently.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, the pot wasn't. So, or whatever the fuck she was traveling with.
What did you think? How did you think she was going to get through security?
It's legal in L.A., my friend. Can I have it here?
Right. How did you think you were going to get that shit through security?
It's legal in my homeland. It's legal in my homeland.
And look, you don't think they know that there's an American inbound on that flight to begin with?
Right. They know.
Yeah.
Daddy Putin knows all.
Dude, look, you got jammed up at a wrong point in time. First of all, when did she get popped? What month was that?
I just heard about this the other day. I didn't know anything
Did she
about
get popped last March when like the Ukraine or in March when the Ukraine thing started to kick off? Like, why were you going there right at the beginning of that war? Because that's probably not a good time to go there.
I wouldn't want to do that. No,
right.
It's just a bad idea. Everything.
Look, I couldn't get my fucking tracksuit from them guys.
Right.
Like, I got the last tracksuit
and a pair of bet slippers.
And a pair of bet slippers out of that country.
Right.
I'm not gonna say which one, but I got one. Yeah, before everything got shut down.
No, man, I get it. I don't think it's.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't know, dude.
It's such a cringy situation, but like you were just saying, like, hey, did you ever think about going to the Olympics? No, because that right there. Like, I don't, I don't care. You know, one of the first stories.
Dude, you know how gross they say the Olympic villages all are.
First of all, I didn't know there were. I didn't know there were Olympic villages. Second of all, do you remember like the biggest story from is it the 80s from when the Olympics was that the when those guys get kidnapped? I can't remember.
You mean in the 60s?
60s. It was all the way back to the 60s.
Yeah, when the Israelis got gunned down and murdered.
Right. So we've known since then. And that's all I'm saying. Like, you know, it's super cool. I think what they do is amazing. I'm not going to stop and watch it.
No, it's so amazing you're not gonna watch it.
I don't know,
dude, you're contradicting yourself.
No, it is. It's amazing. It is look, it's like what we always talk about. Like we'll jump. We'll jump super high. I'm a fat motherfucker. You want me to jump? I'll jump super high. But if you don't have a good reason, yeah, I'm not trying.
These are your So you're talking about your rules of life.
Yeah, I mean, what do you like? Okay. It's super cool, but I don't.
Then you won't be on my Olympic curling team.
I will be in the audience.
No, you won't.
I won't?
Because you won't travel.
Can I be the towel guy?
You won't travel.
I'll be the U.S. towel guy.
You're not going to... You already said you're not going to travel.
I'm the U.S. towel guy.
Oh, in the United States?
Yeah.
And what if the Winter Olympics aren't here?
Well, then I send my protege. U.S. towel guy rental. Number 3.
Fuck that. It's not the same. It's not the same. You won't get to hang out in the Olympic Village with
homeboy?
Johnny Psycho Switchblade?
I would go with that guy. I'd travel with that guy.
With Johnny Weir?
Yeah. The only scary thing is when you get into the dungeon and they're trying to figure out if you're a spy, somehow he talks his way out and you stay there. That's the only situation that fucks you in that whole situation.
You and Johnny Weir get arrested for spying.
Right. And Johnny Weir talks his way out and you get left there. That's how I see that ending. So you should be weary of the Weir.
Be weary of hanging out with Johnny Weir.
Right.
Because you're going to get fucked if anything goes down.
Dude, there's some people are like that in their life. That's just their life. If you're around them, you're going to get hit with
Dude, Johnny Weir's a fucking beast. He was so out of control, they wouldn't let him commentate on night Olympics anymore.
Right.
Because he'd be all fucking record up with him and his girl, oh God, I can't think of her name.
You got to be careful, though.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be careful.
Yeah. So the Olympic Village, they build these giant villages for all the Olympians to stay in during the Olympics.
Right.
It's like one giant apartment complex.
Right. And what, all year when nobody's there, that just fucks all and collects dust?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's creepy as fuck.
Well, no, this happens in every country where they do the Olympics, right? They build a brand new stadium. They build a brand new swimming pool. Brand new arena. Just for the Olympics.
Okay. But like once
and then nobody ever uses it again.
That's what I was saying. Okay.
Pretty much what happens.
Wow, that's creepy.
Pretty much what happens, right?
That's creepy. Just so they can have a dick measuring contest.
Yeah. And from what I understand, what happens in the Olympic Village is these Olympians from around the world, these top tier athletes.
Yeah.
It's just a giant fuck fest.
Yeah, of course. What else would you do?
Like they issue out buckets of condoms to the Olympians.
Bro, they're high-speed people. They're super tense. They're at the peak of their level. They've got low body fat. They have nothing to do. They never go anywhere. They have very, very limited people they can share any experiences with.
Right.
Much less fucking get a fucking quickie in. Right?
Right.
Bro, what else would you do?
And there's your competition from wherever.
I mean, this goes back.
And they're super hot, and you're like,
right.
We're going to bang it out tonight, but tomorrow you're going down.
Right. Dude, this is people all over again. It doesn't matter how fancy you make it. Doesn't matter how big the torch is. Doesn't matter how fucking expensive your Armani suit is. Whatever. Versace, whatever. At the end of the night, you're still a piece of shit. That is the fucking right there. Oh, the Olympians, the prime athletes from all over the world. Listen, these motherfuckers just want to get drunk and crunk.
Right, and that's pretty much what they're doing in the Olympic Village.
Fuck yeah, they are, dude.
Dude, it's a
If I was an
giant
Olympian,
orgy.
if I was an Olympian,
It's a giant drunk orgy.
if I was an Olympian in that world, I would walk around with a beer that I brought myself that would have nothing in it but water, and I would just get people hammered all night. Let me buy you a beer. They probably don't even pay for it, right? Let me get you another beer. Let me get you another beer. Let me get you another beer. That's just a tactical advantage. Why?
Well, that's what we were saying about Johnny Weir, right?
Right. That's what
Johnny
he does.
Weir just shows up in the middle of the night banging on people's
Right.
Drink Cosmos
Let's
with me, you
fucking hang
bitches.
out.
And
Don't
he's
be
getting them
a
all.
sore
Dude.
sport. Come on.
He's America's #1 secret
on.
weapon.
Right.
Right. He just goes around and
Bro,
gets all the other
this-
countries' Olympians
You're sitting
fucking wrecked all
You're
night
sitting
long.
here joking, but that shit is true. Homeboy's probably the biggest dealer on the set.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
My man is fanciful.
This is I'm telling you, this is why I can't have nice things, Joe Skelly, because everywhere we go, that's what I think about. I see a group of 10 friends. I want to know who's got the most money. I want to know who the drug dealer in the group is. I want to know who the partier is. I want to know who's ready to go to bed at 8 p.m. It's just all people.
You're a fucking weirdo.
It's super creepy.
You're a fucking weirdo.
Come on, man. We talk about every week. We talk about this at least once.
But here's my
the
thing.
more
Hold
money
on.
these motherfuckers have, the fucking weirder they get.
Okay, so here's my next question. You go to the Olympics
Mm-hmm.
as is,
Wait, like me
as we are today.
in the U.S.
No. Just let's say you go outside of the U.S. Right?
Yep.
Let's say you go outside the United States.
I'm with Joe Skelly.
Yeah, we have our Olympic team.
Okay.
We go to the Olympics for curling.
Okay.
As is,
Okay.
we're both single.
Right.
We're hanging out in the Olympic Village.
No. The
What do you-
answer's already no.
You don't even know.
You put the word single in there, meaning that it implies that I'd need to be single for the freedoms of which I'm about to explore. The answer is no.
So you wouldn't be part of this.
Not even a little bit.
You wouldn't even join
No,
in the
It's
festivities
not
in the
possible.
Olympic Village.
It's not possible. Joe Skelly, we have been.
I'm like, but here's what I'm saying. As you are, hold on, you're not even hearing me out. As you are today, not an athlete in tip-top condition.
Fuck no. Not that bitch is gonna run the train on me.
Are you gonna tell? You're gonna tell me you wouldn't be able to pull one of these top tier? Like you wouldn't make it a mission. Like, fuck, bro, I'm gonna get one of these biathletes.
I'd make it a mission to get her Snapchat. That's it. Then as long as I got her Snapchat, I'm good. Go home, bitch. No. Listen, we've hung
Not
out.
only is it your chance to go to the Olympics, but it's your chance to pull
Bro.
some Olympic tail.
No. This has got danger zone written all over it. Listen, we've been together think about all the places we've been together. We've been professionally in places together.
Yep.
We've been for fun.
Yep.
We've been for training.
Yep.
We've been for family.
Yep.
Like, the minute I get out there with those other people, I'm taking 5 steps back and watching those motherfuckers just crash and burn, bro. That is my favorite game in the world. You're not, no.
So
No, it just doesn't work that way.
what if Australia's #1 bobsledder
Oh, I see where
chick
you went with this. I see how you were going.
comes
I
over
thought
and
you were
she's
going to
like,
go with the surfer girl,
hello,
but sure.
this is Winter Olympics.
Oh yeah, Winter Olympics.
Winter
Right,
Olympics,
right?
right? And she's all, oh, hello, right? Or whatever their
Right.
fucking accent is.
Right.
And she's handing it to you. You're going to be like, give me your Snapchat, bitch. Deuces.
Only Tyler's today, Tyler. Because yes, 20-year-old Tyler would have been lost in the abyss. But
never
now
recovered.
Today, I'm like, no.
Everybody, you come back to the States, everybody's like, where's
I'm
Tyler?
scared.
He's still in the Olympic Village.
Right. He married the bitch and he's just waiting for the next cycle for her to come around.
The visa. He's waiting for the visa
my
to get approved.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you.
That's horrible.
Well, I guess unfortunately, because you won't travel outside the United States, you can't even be the team guardian. Like, you can't
it's
even
too
be the
bad.
team chaperone.
Right.
Because I'm sure we would need a chaperone.
Right.
Because I would absolutely be running around with Johnny Weir.
Yeah. I'll send the protege. Make sure Joe Skelly doesn't end up in the bottom of the lake.
No,
In Russia.
because I can't guarantee the protege. I can't guarantee the protege's safety.
Oh no. We've come full circle.
We've come full circle.
We've come full circle. Bro, I'll tell you, those Olympian gymnast girls, though.
Now that you're starting to think about it.
No. That's never left. We know that world. Just that. How could anyone even be around that world? Nah, I'm good. That's just death. Death incarnate. Like,
All right.
no.
I'm offering you the chance.
I'll be on the Amber Geese ship while you're
You're going to be on the Amber Geese ship
doing that.
making money.
Right.
You don't even go out in the ocean.
I was in the ocean like last week, dog.
Okay.
I shot over to the East Coast for a quick toe dip.
For a quick toe dip? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I wasn't.
I know.
Yeah, I haven't left the house in like 2 weeks. Yeah. So there's that.
All right.
Anyways, moving on. And that got me thinking about nothing but Olympians now.
Yeah.
Olympians.
Yeah, look at that. You turned down this opportunity. It's a shame.
It is.
I'm looking, Joe Skelly's looking for team members to go to the Olympics, Winter Olympics.
You're going to be a bobsled team, right?
No.
Dude, that whole sport is wild as fuck too.
Oh, you know what's even worse than that?
Which one?
The skeleton.
What's that?
You've heard of the luge,
Yeah.
right? Luge is where you lay on your back, feet first,
Okay.
on that flexible flyer.
Okay.
Skeleton is head first on your belly.
Ooh.
Same track.
Why?
It's the who could go downhill on the flexible flyer the fucking fastest.
Oh no, I'm good on that.
On the bobsled track at
I'm-
87 miles an hour.
I'm good on that.
Yep. And all you get's a crash helmet and a slick suit.
Yeah, when your legs get split apart from hitting that tree or whatever.
You shoot off the track and hit a pole. That actually happened.
No, I'm good.
Last Winter Olympics or the one before in the practice trials, somebody
Oh,
shot
yeah,
off the track
yeah.
and hit a pole.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
their bobsled or whatever?
No, it was in a luge or a skeleton.
Oh. No, I didn't see that one then. Never mind.
Killed them.
Oh, did it?
You
You mean you can't go 90 miles an hour and get shot into a wall and be okay?
No, apparently not.
Oh, shit. Who would have thought?
Who
Who would have thunk it?
would have thought it?
Here's your PSA for today.
Yeah.
No shooting at walls. You remember, speaking of shooting at walls, you remember that a little bit to the east when that car hit the embankment and hit a fucking 4 stories up into an apartment building?
No.
I just thought of that. This is like down the way.
What?
Yeah, some dude hit like a grass patch that was a mound, obviously, and caused his actual car to propel up like 2 or 3 stories into the side of an actual apartment building. The car was just ass hanging out, bro.
Of an apartment building.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Did they live?
I don't remember. It
Did
was
the
a long time
airbags
ago.
save them from the crash?
I don't know. That's a good question. Could you imagine going up 40 or 50 feet though and hitting a wall? Like, how do you?
And they must have gone
How
through
fast?
somebody's
Right.
sliding glass door onto their balcony. That's how that
No, it
happened.
hit the side of the literal side.
Oh,
So like
oh,
here's the side, and then the apartments are facing out both ways. So this is just a big painting of something
Oh,
stupid.
no, they didn't live.
Right.
They didn't live.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking.
That's like that guy years ago who decided to put a ram jet on his car.
a ram. Oh, so he could ram people? How'd that
No, a
work?
ram jet. You know, the jets that they strapped to C-130s to make him take off on short runways.
Oh.
He strapped one to his car,
Oh.
and he was driving down the highway, and there was a bend in the highway, and he tried to make the bend, and he turned the wheel,
What?
and the car launched,
Holy shit.
and it buried
dude.
itself like halfway up a mountain in the side of the mountain. And people called the FAA and reported it as an airplane crash until they showed up
Wow.
and realized it was a car, and all they found of the guy was teeth and his nails embedded in the steering wheel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where did he?
That was like Arizona or Utah or something like that.
Where did he even get that stuff from?
A Army surplus auction.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. You're joking, right?
No, Google it. Yeah, a guy bought a ramjet, strapped it to his car, and he didn't modify the car in any way that I'm aware of.
Oh my god.
Did you find it?
No.
Yeah.
Why would you not? How could you? That is just fucking phenomenal, though.
Put on a crash helmet and was like, dude, I'm going to go 300 miles an hour in my Buick.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say to that.
And the thing took flight and went halfway up the side of a mountain, buried itself. And all he found was teeth and nails in the steering wheel.
Oh, Icarus.
Oh, Icarus, right?
Oh, my.
You flew too close to the sun.
Oh, my. Whatever. Paraglider's my ass.
I was thinking about your paragliders.
Dude, they
30,000
love that shit.
feet.
Should we get some to
Fuck
fly
no.
to Canada? Would
Fuck
it be
no.
safe?
The Canadian Air Force will shoot you down.
They have an Air Force? I didn't know they had planes with guns on them.
Yeah.
They allowed to have guns on their planes?
Apparently, because they're a government entity. Trudeau allows one plane to have guns.
Oh, and then when it crashes, the other ones pick it up and put it on the other plane.
Yeah.
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 Dumbasses.
Right?
Oh, well. 30:97 seconds.
Another episode of Bays Boys Podcast.
Everything you love.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call it that.